Hello and welcome back to Mama Yaya Soy. I am Yael and I'm so thrilled to have you here. Today we're going to be talking all about homeschool organization and specifically my top 10 items for organizing all of your supplies, materials, craft items, all the things. Let's get into it. One of my many passions in life is to organize. So here is number 10 on my list of favorite items. Large and small clear bins with lids. I love these because they are stackable and you can use them in virtually any space. We use the larger ones to store things away that we will sometimes rotate out in our homeschool, like instruments or puzzles. And the smaller ones we'll use for crafting items, Play-Doh, and sometimes we'll also use them as sensory bins. Number 9 is drawer storage. I love this type of drawer storage because it does such a good job of compartmentalizing all the different little supplies like paper clips that often will get lost in places like drawers. Number 8 on my list is natural or plastic bins that specifically have handles. I like to use this in our homeschool space to store things like notebooks, play kitchen items, our magnet tiles, and our Jenga blocks. I love the fact that they have handles because it's easy for the kids to go in and grab and pull and take out whatever they need. Some of the smaller ones we use for things like dry erase markers, bookmarks, and dry erasers. Next on my list are clear acrylic storage containers. You can find items like this in plastic, but I prefer acrylic because it's a little bit more durable and it's gonna hold better over time. Again, you can find these in different sizes and also with different close features. This one I have here is large and it has an airtight latch. Number 6 is sitting in your pantry right now, and that is recyclable household storage. This is a great way to recycle some of the things that you already have in your pantry. And if you are working with a really tight budget, this is one of the best things you can use to store a lot of different types of supplies and items from your homeschool. Number 5 is shelf racks. This is such a great item if you are working with a cabinet space. Cabinets tend to have a lot of vertical space that goes unused, but something like a shelf rack will help to maximize the possible storage for that space. You will be so blown away by how much more storage space you will have if you use a shelf rack. I absolutely love using this not only in our little library in our homeschool room, but in our kitchen as well. Number 4 on my list is pencil bags. 4 ways. This first one is a simple clear pencil bag that also doubles as a toiletry bag, and it opens pretty wide so you can store small little bulky items in them. Number 3 is a hard plastic pencil case, and I love these because it's kind of like the Costco containers that are stackable. I have chosen to store some of our manipulatives and sensory items in them, and the fact that they're stackable makes them useful in virtually any kind of space. Then we have our color-coded pencil cases. And this first one is a more heavy-duty pencil case that I absolutely love to use to store our jigsaw puzzle pieces because, oh my gosh, for the longest time I could not figure out how to rein them in and make sure that they were all together. I have found that this has been such a game changer for making sure that we're keeping all of our jigsaw puzzle pieces together. And number 1 is a smaller version of this pencil case, but it's still color coded, and I love to use this to store all of our manipulatives that we all use for each subject. Now on to my top 3 items, starting with paper separators and paper files, which I guess is kind of a twofer. There you go. The first type of paper file is pretty basic, but I use it to store all of my kids' paper files according to subject. And then the second is incredible for storing puzzles. I have tried my hardest to find a puzzle organization system that is efficient but also not super expensive. And the ones that you find online tend to be a little bit more expensive. This is very budget friendly, high quality, and it does the trick when it comes to organizing all of those wonderful wooden puzzles. Number 2 is this storage cart. It is sleek, it is minimal, it has drawers, and I absolutely love it for storing all of my kids' specific manipulatives and worksheets for each subject. You can use this storage cart in a number of different ways, and it is portable, which is fantastic. I also love the fact that it has this little landing zone at the top where you can put, like I have here, paper files. The moment we have all been waiting for, my number 1 homeschool organization item, and that is small item storage containers. And honestly, this can be anything. Again, it can be something that you have in your pantry already, but any type of small organizational little box that has a lid with it, that can be used to wrangle things like beads, sequins, googly eyes, any kind of craft items, chalk, any small irritating items that are so difficult to manage. I just spent a large part of my Saturday recently organizing all of our craft items, and that was the one thing that I appreciated the most. That way, when we go to do a craft or we go to do an activity, these things are so easy to find, and they are contained in the proper space. So there you have it. That is my top 10 list of favorite homeschool organization items. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video and have found some good use from it. If so, please be sure to click that like button below, it's right here, and be sure to check out all the items from this video in the video description. Take care, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one.